what's up? I have not done a dinner video in a long time. Just was taking a little bit of a break from it, but I feel like doing one for this week. And so yeah, we're starting off with Friday night. Nothing new though. We're just having our usual veggie fried rice because this is just an easy, yummy, meatless meal. And I have a recipe video for it, which I'll put below. And then once again, the egg rolls from Costco, the vegetable spring rolls, they're really good. And then we're just having some fruit with it, a mixture of kiwi, strawberries, and some cantaloupe. We got a bunch of cantaloupes from our CSA farmer, so you'll probably be seeing a lot of those this week. But that is what is for dinner on Friday night. Okay, Saturday for dinner. We usually eat out on Saturdays, so yeah, we didn't eat out tonight because we ate out for lunch, so just threw something together real quick. So I'm eating some of the leftover veggie fried rice, and Jared made me a fried egg because he's having scrambled and fried egg with bacon, and he made a bunch of fruit. Yummy. And the girls have just random stuff.
I grew the fruit in my backyard.
That's what's for dinner on Saturday. For dinner on Monday, I had to change things up. I was going to do our favorite meatless meal, 7-layer tostadas, but the beans I had in the fridge were stinky and old, so I had to throw them out and stick with this one, which I haven't made forever. This is one of Jared's favorite meals. It's ranch parmesan chicken, so I'll put the recipe below, but it's just got ranch, and then you dip it in a mixture of like breadcrumbs, parmesan cheese, pepper, garlic powder, seasoned salt. I think maybe that's it. And then you just bake it. Then we got some asparagus, oven roasted asparagus, which I'll also put the recipe below that I used for that. And then just some skillet potatoes, which we season in olive oil with some salt and pepper and garlic powder and some fresh rosemary. And then we just have some grapes and kiwi and some cantaloupe. There is our yummy Monday dinner. Jared is very excited. I almost forgot to complete... Oh, hi. I almost forgot to completely vlog dinner, but halfway through, we're having our 7-layer tostadas, meatless meal. It's just wheat tortillas that you warm up in the oven, and I'll put the recipe below, and then just top it with some refried beans, some guacamole that I made, some sour cream that's mixed with taco seasoning, and then some tomatoes, the yellow tomatoes, and then black olives and shredded cheese. You can top it with green onions if you like green onions. And then we got some salsa to put on top also, and just some of the homemade Mexican rice that I always make. So I'll put those 2 recipes below, and then we just have it with some cantaloupe and peaches.
Oh.
That's what's for dinner on Tuesday. On Friday night for dinner, we're making salmon patties. I have not made these in a while, but I have made this recipe a few times before, and we really like it. So in here I have some minced green bell pepper, about 3 tablespoons, 1 clove of garlic, and about 2 tablespoons of chopped green onion. Gosh, I just realized I cut myself. I'm using these new Pioneer Woman knives. They are sharp. And I've got 1 slice of bread right here, just the bread we had in the fridge, which is some wheat bread. And so I just tore that into little pieces and kind of chopped it up. So I'm putting that in there, and then 1 teaspoon of dried dill weed, 1 tablespoon of flour, half a teaspoon of paprika, and then I'm going to do just a few shakes of ground black pepper. That's good. And then I added 1 egg, and now I'm adding a half a teaspoon of salt. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon, but it's usually too salty to me, so we're just doing a half a teaspoon. And then I added the salmon. It calls for one of the 14 or 15 ounce canned salmons. I went ahead and bought these kind from Sprouts, just the regular cans. Just, you know, it's kind of gross. So I wanted to get something that I felt a little bit better getting. So that's why I picked these out from Sprouts. So I bought 2 of them. They are a lot more expensive, but that's what I'm using. I had about 2 cans, like I said. So I'm just going to mix all that together and form them into patties. Okay, so now I've got it's a couple tablespoons of some olive oil. Just warmed it up on medium-high, and I've got a few of the salmon patties in there. And just cooking them for about 3 minutes on each side. And that's all there is to it. Oh, I made the dill sauce to go with it. But all it is some mayonnaise. It calls for sour cream, but I only had Greek yogurt, so I used some plain Greek yogurt. Some lemon juice, and I used some dried dill and some pepper. And it also calls for scallions, but I don't have any, so I did not add scallions, which I guess now that I think about it, I could have just added some of the green onions, dang it, but I don't feel like doing anymore. So yeah, I got the salmon patties, we got some cilantro lime rice, some corn, I'm about to steam some broccoli, and that is dinner. Okay guys, tonight is Saturday. I'm trying a new recipe. It's black bean burgers from How Jen Does It, so I'll put her video below. I'm so excited to try this because I know that I'll like it, but I'm worried about Jared. But anyways, so I'm doing half of her recipe. So what I have in here is 1 can of black beans that are rinsed and drained, and then she calls for an onion. But I wasn't sure if the onion would be cooked through, and I didn't want to risk it because we don't like raw onions. So I just used some onion powder, maybe like 1/4 of a teaspoon, I don't know. And then I've got a clove of garlic minced up, a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. I just used a regular piece of bread and I tore it up and cut it real small. And then 1 tablespoon of quick cooking oats, some cilantro, about 1/8 of a cup, about 1/4 to 1/2 of a lime, some of that, the juice squeezed in there, and a serrano pepper, because that's what we have on hand. She uses a jalapeno, a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, coriander, chili powder, and salt, and then about 1/8 a teaspoon of pepper. So I mixed it all together really good. Just mashed the beans first, chopped everything up, and then mixed it all together. And now I'm just gonna form it into some patties and then get started on our side dish. Okay, so here's the burgers. I just cooked them in some olive oil. Still pretty soft, but they were getting crispy. Pretty nervous about Jared trying them. And over here I tried another new recipe. I bought some eggplant and some zucchini today from the farmer's market. So I chopped that up along with some tomatoes. It also has salt, pepper, some fresh garlic, some fresh basil, some dried parsley because I didn't have fresh, and Parmesan cheese. So you bake it in the oven, and then I just topped it with more Parmesan cheese and basil. And then for our burgers, I'm toasting the buns. We've also got lettuce, avocado, tomatoes, and then mayonnaise and mustard, and some cheese. Okay, so we are in the middle of eating it, and this is really good. The black bean burgers, of course I like because I'm not picky. Jared says, what? Be honest.
I honestly think it's good. It hasn't like, I don't know, it tastes like a burger.
So you want me to make it every week?
No. It just doesn't have that
Texture?
yeah, it don't have the meat texture, but it's good enough to where it tastes like a burger.
It's an okay meatless meal.
Yeah, it's got everything. The reason it's tricking me is because it's got everything else a burger would have except for one thing.
It's pretty good. She uses like a chipotle mayo on hers, which I'm sure that would give it more flavor and make it a little better, but we just have regular mayonnaise and just some mango and kiwi.
Honestly, the more I eat it, like I keep thinking, it tastes like a hamburger.
Look what Jordy does when she just wants the fruit.
This right here though?
Alright, that's Saturday's dinner.